With the help of Acme Tools, we now have some new olive drab Makita tools to show you. I think this is super interesting. I'm looking forward to kind of opening some stuff up, but also cluing you in as to Makita's new outdoor adventure stuff. Stay tuned. I don't think everyone thinks outdoor people, hunters, fishermen, woods, people who just love to be outdoors. I don't think a lot of people think that's cool anymore. So I enjoy the fact that Makita is out here making things for that group. It would be even cooler if they would dedicate some of the money they bring in on this to support all those different groups that support us in our hunting, fishing, and outdoor activities. But we'll just take what we have here. I want you to know that all these tools are 18-volt tools. I do have some XGT stuff here, and that's only because I want to show you a charging thing that we have that is kind of neat if you have 18 and 40-volt tools. But with that said, back to this LXT model, all these tools that you're looking at can be had in teal. So realistically, what we're looking at the outdoor adventure tools is just another color inversion of many 18-volt tools that's out there. So while we're going to go through a lot of these tools in a different video, I just wanted to show you to them, make sure that you knew that these are new, but not really new tools. And I mean, they have a lot of cool things. If you're into hunting, this is a great little saw. Clean up everything, make a little shooting path. I mean, all that stuff that you want to do is here. Something to clean the flies out of your blind, and then something to keep you occupied while you're taking care of your hunt or whatever you want to do. Out fishing, turn on a radio. This Bluetooth speaker, it's not the loudest one out there, but it's not bad. Now, what I was really thinking that was cool, they have starter kits in this outdoor adventure stuff, and I was hoping I could get a green Makita charger. Not the case. Still teal. The battery inside, same battery that you would get normally, not a different color. I don't know why I like different colors in this stuff, but it's interesting to me, and if they'd have made a green battery, I'd have bought it. So while I was cruising around on Acme Tools site wondering how to spend the millions of dollars we make off of YouTube, I thought, why not pick up something that is really weird? And this is an adapter. So if you have the XGT line, which is 40 volt, you can take this guy, put it on your charger, and take an 18 volt battery and charge it. You can also take a 14.4 volt battery and charge it. And it'll go through and charge at a fairly decent speed, pretty much the same as what you would get out of a normal charger. And I thought, okay, this is great. I actually thought, man, DeWalt has it right in their FlexVolt line, because you don't have to deal with multiple chargers and having all this stuff around. And that's one thing that I do think this little guy makes a difference in. If you're a contractor and you have multiple chargers, you can just keep your XGT chargers around, a couple of these little ones here, and you don't have to work through and say, okay, which one is my XGT line? Wait, that fits. This doesn't kind of fit, and it does. So the other thing, if you're a DIY guy and you want to do a little trimming, you'd have to take off some pieces here, but you could then fit your 18 volt battery on the 40 volt XGT line, which absolutely does you nothing. Nothing. The tool won't work. So pointless to do, but you know, I'm sure someone's going to put that out there in some reel and tell us, hey, make this battery work, or 99% of people don't know. Either way, this is kind of cool. And well, when I first picked it up, I thought this is kind of pointless. Having it around and just sitting it next to the charger is awesome. One thing I would love to see on here is a way to hang this on the wall, because if you had this charger on the wall or in a trailer and you could put this next to it, that would be great. Otherwise, it's just going to sit in a shelf and hopefully not get lost. But now I can just roll over to XGT chargers only, kind of push my 18 volt chargers aside. I don't dive into the Makita line enough on YouTube, but I use a lot of the XGT tools around. People don't like the XGT line for some reason, probably because they're so invested in the 18 volt LXT line. And then you have this addition to the line, not anything that's taking over, and you wonder, why the heck do I need it? But the power here is awesome. And while many of the tools may be very similar on both sides, and some of the specs might be slightly better on the XGT line, either way, you have your choice, and I do like that about Makita. One thing about most of their outdoor equipment that I like, and I don't know why I like it, you have an on and off button, so you just, I don't know why I like that, but I do. This blower, XGT, is quiet. And I looked at the specs. It says 61 decibels measured from 50 feet away, which I laughed when I first seen it. I was like, who measures decibels for that far away? But that's for the people who are inside their house and don't want to hear the blower. I'm thinking of the user who's sitting here 3 feet away from this guy. This is what I now blow all the cars off with after I've washed them to get most of the water. Because if I use the Milwaukee or something, I had it this close to my ear and I'm moving it around, that noise is loud and really high pitched and probably not good for your ears. This dude, not too bad. Take a listen. That's right here on the mic. I'm sure it was probably pretty loud, but that's turbo and it isn't bad. And I really think that as far as noise level, while their rating is for someone else, this isn't so bad for someone who's using it up close. It's nice. I can put it over my head, do all things, get around that car because that's what I use it for, not for blowing leaves. And it's not too heavy. I kind of like this guy. I'll show you that sometime. Check out our stories. Next time I'm washing a car or cleaning it off, I'll put this out there. I'd love to hear what you think about everything I said today. Down to a T. I made some controversial statements. Call me out on it. I'd love to hear what you think. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give us a like in this video. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.